Hello and good day. Welcome to our video channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be a fast, concise overview, Book of Job, chapter 37. Let's get started now. Job 37 is the penultimate chapter in the book of Job, and it contains a speech given by Elihu, a younger friend of Job and his three companions. The chapter is an extended reflection on the power and majesty of God and the awe-inspiring nature of His creation. Elihu uses the natural world as a metaphor for God's wisdom and sovereignty, and he stresses the need for humility and reverence in the face of such greatness. The chapter opens with Elihu acknowledging the frightening and awe-inspiring nature of a storm that is gathering on the horizon. He describes the thunder and lightning, the wind and the rain, and the way in which the storm sweeps across the landscape. Elihu notes that God is the one who controls the weather and the natural world, and that His power is far beyond human understanding. Elihu goes on to describe how God uses the weather to bring about different seasons and to shape the world around us. He notes that even the animals and plants are subject to God's sovereign will, and that they obey His commands without question. Elihu uses this as an example of how humans should submit themselves to God's wisdom and authority. Elihu then reflects on the importance of wisdom, and how it comes from God alone. He notes that God's wisdom is far beyond anything humans can comprehend, and that it is only through humility and reverence that we can hope to gain a glimpse of it. Elihu stresses that wisdom is not just an intellectual exercise, but rather a way of life, and that it involves living in accordance with God's will. Elihu ends his speech by exhorting Job and his companions to listen to the voice of God, and to submit themselves to His wisdom and authority. He notes that God is a God of justice and righteousness, and that He will not allow evil to go unpunished. Elihu reminds Job and his companions that God is ultimately in control of their lives, and that they must place their trust in Him, even in the midst of suffering and hardship. The chapter, and indeed the entire book of Job, offers important lessons for believers today. Elihu's speech in Job 37 reminds us of the power and majesty of God, and the need for humility and reverence in the face of such greatness. It reminds us that wisdom is a way of life, and that it involves living in accordance with God's will. It also reminds us that suffering and hardship are a part of life, but that God is ultimately in control, and that we must place our trust in Him. Finally, it reminds us that God is a God of justice and righteousness, and that He will ultimately set things right in the end. Thank you for visiting us today. Please share with us your favorite Bible chapter below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video. Always take good care.